The purpose of the summit is just to do exactly this, to get everybody together, to get all the different foundations together. The CF Foundation couldn't make it, but they are going to be part of this also. They're going to try and come to the either January or the April meeting. So, and then a couple, Rock CF, they're committed to it as well. Emily couldn't be here, she's out of town. And then a couple other foundations people are committed but aren't here, which is fine. So we're gonna do more things next time, like people can, Skype in and different things if they can't be here so that everybody can be a part of it. But the purpose is to get people like Dr. Nasser from U of M and Children's Hospital and Helen DeVos and Western and all the hospitals to be united. Hey, these are the issues we're seeing. These are what parents are struggling with. And then everybody here has a connection to CF, and here's what I need to know, or, so that's the purpose of the CF task force, is just to get everybody on the same page. These are the issues. The reason that the legislators are important is because they're the ones who will help us. Hey, this is what you need to do. Here's who you need to talk to. Here's how we can help you, or you need to talk to this person. So on certain issues, either related to healthcare or whatever legislation we decide, is important, they'll help us with that. So it's just to unite everyone so that when U.S. Senator Gary Peters says, hey, I heard about this issue, the task force, they have all the experts, they'll know where to go. Everybody will be absolutely on the same page. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just gonna briefly tell you a little bit about my story. Most of you know, but the girls were, first we had Molly, who was diagnosed at 3 months. Joe and I had no idea that we were CF carriers, and Joe has 7 siblings, so we had never heard of cystic fibrosis, and Joe, my husband, sitting there next to Margaret. So we had no idea, and then Molly, sorry to get graphic, but greasy poop, bloated belly, and ravenous eating, and she tasted salty when we kissed her, and the dog was licking her constantly because she was salty. And we were looking in books, like, saw the symptoms and thought that she had CF. And then we talked to our pediatrician, who's like, no, you're a first-time mom, don't worry about it. And so then we waited a month. Or no, she was like, we'll test in a month, just wait. And then I kept reading about the symptoms, and then Joe's like, wasn't there a video or a commercial, kiss your baby? I think we thought, Haley, come on in, have a seat. Dina, come sit up front next to Emily. You're fine. Very casual, don't worry. Make a seat for Lee there. There's a chair up here. Oh, and here. So then, after we figured out that public service announcement on television that Sherry Margolis did was Kiss Your Baby. It was about cystic fibrosis. We're like, oh my gosh, Molly has cystic fibrosis. So I called the pediatrician. I'm like, Dr. Smith, if she's got cystic fibrosis, you need to test her tomorrow. So she's like, okay. Then, as you know, I'm a reporter at WWJ. I was on a breaking news story, and she's like, oh my gosh, and where are you? And I told her, because you got to pull over. I'm like, I know she has CF, just tell me. She's like, yes, she has CF. I'm so sorry, and blah, blah, blah. So that's how Molly was diagnosed. We love Dr. Patricia Smith. She's going to be part of the task force. She's fantastic. She still sends me information every time she sees it, even though she's not their doctor anymore because she's older. So we had Molly, and then we decide, what are we going to do? Can we have any more kids? Oh my gosh. Joe wanted 6, which was never going to happen. And I thought, we'll have 4. That'll be great. But now it was like, okay, we're going to have 1. And then we decided, we were doing some investigating to see what the options were. And then we just decided we were going to have 1 more child. And it was Emily. Yay. And And so, and then we found out she had CF. And then, since then, I found out there are so many families that have multiple kids with cystic fibrosis, much more common than I realized. No regrets, obviously, no regrets. So, but we decided not to have any more kids because, you know, it would be a lot on everybody. So, so that's our story.